Hey, guys, welcome back and happy Sunday. We obviously have a very busy day today because tonight we get the Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, also 90 Day Fiancé the other way, and Jason will be going live today at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for subscribers only live chat with Finn Taro, which he calls Wikiki. So if you're not subscribed over there, get subscribed over here. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that notification bell. Today we're back to talk about Mia Thornton from the Real Housewives of Potomac because now she's slamming Chris Bassett over telling his wife to shut the f up. All right, we have all those details. So with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so there's a little bit of shade going back and forth right now between some of the housewives of Potomac, and we're not surprised. There's a few things we're not surprised about. One is Candiace's ability to pop off. We've seen it multiple times. We've seen the great side of her, and we've also seen the pop-off side. And also, the other thing that we're not surprised about is that Chris Bassett, her husband, is not always a fan of her pop-off moments. I think that's just to be fair. Watching them on the show, I do feel like they are a good team because when Candiace gets a little passionate, Chris does try to calm her down. And I think looking at it from his perspective, he's looking at her like, don't give them this moment. Don't pop off on TV and get so excited because you're going to have to relive this once it all airs. And then all of the fans are going to decide, are they with you or are they with the other person? So instead, just don't give them the moment at all. I think he's always trying to coach her from the best place possible. And you can tell, like we just saw from the girls' trip, well, it was actually the couples trip where G is acting completely ridiculous, which is actually funny because Mia's talking about Chris, but I think she should be worried about G. But anyways, you could see from this trip that, he really sits her down and they have good conversations where they're trying to balance each other out, or he's trying to balance her out. But I'm not mad at it. I'm actually here for it. So we obviously saw last week where Candiace and Ashley got into this back and forth spat across the dinner table and they start yelling at each other. They're calling each other names. And apparently Chris was fed up with the whole thing. Mia Thornton's letting us know that he actually told his wife to shut the f up, which nobody would really be a fan of anyone talking to their spouse that way. I don't care if you're on TV or not on TV, but Mia's calling this out because we didn't get to see this moment on TV. So she's sharing it with us now. Why? Because she's obviously being a little bit shady, but this is what she said. On the Real Housewives of Potomac after show, Mia and Karen discussed Candiace's and Chris's marriage. They discussed the marriage and they had a few things to say about it, a few little shady comments. Mia said, "Let me tell you what I remember. I remember her husband getting up from the table and telling her to shut the f up." But also, my biggest question here too is we've seen Mia 3 times now bring information to the women that's not true. We've watched what has actually been said in the moment, and then we watch how she repeats it, and it's not true. So now it makes me wonder, okay, well, you're saying that he said, shut the f up, but can we trust what you say at this point? I love Mia on the show, but I don't know if we can necessarily buy what she's selling us. I think that's fair to say, only because we've seen it 3 times now. So I'm not bashing Mia, but she is kind of like a game of telephone. It's like me telling you, I'm not feeling that good today, so I'm not going to go out with you. And then somebody turning it around and being like, oh, Adam hates you now, so he said he's never going to see you again. Do you see how convoluted that is? That does not make sense. And Mia is guilty of doing that a couple of times. Karen chimed in about Chris physically restraining his wife, and she said, "I don't understand it, but they'll be fine. I hope there is hope." However, Mia disagrees and hints that she doesn't think that Chris and Candiace's marriage will last. She said, "No, I don't know if I agree with that." To which Karen responded, "I can hold out hope, Mia. I can hold out hope." Mia then responded to Karen, of course, saying, "I don't know. I'm sorry, but no manager, husband wouldn't ever dare be able to talk to me like that and say, shut the f up to me." But also, I'm not defending Candiace and Chris on this one, but I'm playing devil's advocate. Mia G said a few things to you that were disrespectful in front of the rest of the group. He did tell you to be quiet. He's talking about his male parts. He's licking his lips at some of the other women. He's talking about how he's getting a piece when he gets home. Like, he's saying a lot of disrespectful things. So I don't really know how Mia has the right to go in on Candiace and Chris. This one doesn't make sense to me. I'm all for what's right is what's right and what's wrong is what's wrong. And this feels very wrong. You can't throw stones when your house is glass too. When your husband's running around here and he's going after one of the only housewives who just had a baby, her husband's not even here to defend her, but he's too drunk to realize that. Why don't I feel like she should control that situation and not worry about what's going on over here with Candiace and Chris. I mean, am I wrong? You guys can let me know. If you think I'm wrong, go ahead. Karen agreed with Mia saying never would she ever let someone talk like that to her, whether it's her husband or anyone else. She agrees. But the irony to all of this is that when they were playing the Real Housewives of Potomac after show, and we saw Mia and Candiace, Shady Bravo producers did play that moment where they are on their cast trip. And Gordon told Mia, I don't get many chances to tell you to shut the up. That's the same thing that you're saying about Chris and how disgusting you think it is. Your husband literally said the same thing to you. So is something not connecting for Mia here? Does she not remember it that way? Which obviously she has a problem not remembering certain things the way that they were told because she repeats them in a different way. I don't think I'm being shady as hell here. And you guys might actually be surprised that I'm sticking up for Candiace and Chris here because I don't really give too many of those moments, but to be fair, also, they don't really give us a lot of moments to stand up for them. This is one though, where I feel like Chris and Candiace are absolutely not wrong. This is wrong on Mia to chime in on it, but I think that she's just being pushed by producers to get in there and have the conflict and the resolution and be shady as hell and kind of have the little jabs because she thinks that's the assignment and that's what will keep her as a full-time role. So I think that's why she's doing it. But I'm sure at the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, this will all get called out for sure, 100%. Guys, I want to know what your thoughts on all of this are. Do you think that there is a little bit of a hypocritical situation here? Or do you think, no, Mia's right. I would never let somebody shut up, even though I let my husband tell me to shut the up. Go ahead and comment below. I can't wait to see these comments because you guys are going to get funny. All right, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also go check out Jason's live today at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for his Wee for subscribers only live chat. I'll see you guys so very soon. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Make some memories, relax, and have a mimosa for me. I'll be on YouTube. Bye, guys.